that was fairly interesting, because at first I didn't know if this was even legit. But one thing that I was hunting down. I'm currently moving, and I'm having to hunt down as I like to call it, my sword. Can't find my Bible right now. But what I was going to do is read from you guys when it talks about actual salvation and where it comes from. And this is obviously not just speculating. I'm just taking it out of the New International Version, and if I can pull up my laptop again, I'm pretty much living out of a suitcase right now, so I apologize. But the question that I heard Erica say, it's all good. Erica, that was almost a bit, and it was very honest, genuine.
No, he's a dick locked up in stubbornness that thinks he knows about the scriptures, but you know,
hang on.
Biblical text says, its validity.
He is very learned in what he says, so it's not.
No, he's not. No, he's not. He has no concept of context of scriptures.
So, well, can you refute him?
He's cancer. What he is he's cancer to the scriptures.
Okay. So have you refuted him on anything he said?
Well, you really can't get in and refute him on scriptures because he sets up this big net to, like, you know. When I first talked to Smokey Sane, he didn't know what justification was. When I said to him, "What is being freely justified?" he had no clue. And that told me that he was, like, worse than a baby in the scriptures. So,
well, that's interesting. Because I've heard him talk about justification, and it seemed to be pretty spot on.
No, it's not. Freely justified, he has no clue on. What he does is he changes the goalpost, and he says that antinomians believe that it's a free gift, and then he tells you how you have to earn this thing that Jesus did for you that you don't have to earn. And he calls it the fathers of the faith and sanctification and a bunch of garbage that's not even there is no sanctification. No, there's not. You're already sanctified. The minute you're justified, you're sanctified.
I'm saying this idea. I know it's sanctified. It's a gift. I know it's sanctified.
Yeah, well, what he makes you believe is if you don't go through this sanctification, you're going to lose the gift, and that's all bullshit. So that's the bullshit. So yeah, Jesus.
I must have not been around then because I've never heard him say that.
Yeah, that's what he says. That's his whole thing. If you don't get sanctified and you don't go through it and do all the big